If it makes you feel good to try and talk down to me a little bit. I feel like this week has been a test of my patience. Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a little, oh, we're out of focus. We're gonna do a little bit of a week in my life as a bcba. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I always have to give that disclaimer because it's kind of hard to film when, you know, like, and not get a HIPAA violation, but I'm gonna try my best. Anyway, it's Monday, it's 9:30 a.m. I emailed a staffing specialist at one of my clients' school just to like let them know that I'm coming and whatever, because sometimes they be acting a little fugazi when you show up. So, and even then I emailed a little late, but like I did not think about it till this morning. I actually need to get dressed and head out soon. And then this, I'm sorry, like I'm a little scatterbrained. This morning has been a little hectic. It's Monday, so it's just like, I feel like we're just getting straight into the bullshit this morning. Oh, it's gonna take me 40 minutes to get there. Lovely. Oh, okay. It's gonna take me 40 minutes to get to this kid's school, so I will have to leave soon. I'm going to do an observation since it's the first time I'm seeing him and they prefer that we do an observation, and I would prefer to do an observation as well, because I haven't seen this kid in school and I haven't seen him in a month or so. So I'm gonna do an I'm gonna be with one client from 11 to 3. And it's like observation, but it's just like I always still end up working with them because I don't know, it just like it hurts me. It hurts me to see a child just like, you know, whatever. And then I have an evening, I have a supervision session from 4 to 6, but that one's kind of iffy. I'm just looking at my planner. That one's kind of iffy because that client gets home late from school sometimes depending on the bus. So the last couple of times I've been there, mom has like texted the RBT and told them like she's had to push the session back till 5, and each time I've waited, but I just feel like today I don't really need the hours, and I already saw the kid last week and I don't really think that much has changed. So if mom texts again and she's like I have to push it back, I'm just gonna go home, because I feel like I always get stuck in while I'm already here and I already waited, so I might as well. But it's just like I might as well also just go home instead of waiting around in my car for another hour for an hour session. It just doesn't even out, you know? So yeah, that's today. This week feels, it's like not a light, I actually don't know if I have enough hours. Let me double check. I was gonna say this week feels like light, but I think it's just because I'm not like literally all over the place. Okay. I literally have just enough hours. So since I'm clinical director at my job, we don't have any billable requirements. I know a lot of companies, especially if you're salaried, you typically have a billable requirement. Contractors typically don't, from what I've seen. This is my first contracting job, but from what I've seen and like interviewing, contractors don't, because they're contractors. They essentially get to do whatever they want. Here, because I'm the clinical director, I do have a billable minimum. Not that they enforce it on me, but there are certain, there's what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Incentives. There are certain incentives to me hitting my billable minimum. For example, if I hit my 25, then I get to bill my 1 hour of admin, which really isn't anything because I do so much admin. Like I do like at least an hour of admin every single day, but I do get to bill for an hour of it if I hit 25. And then if you, for every 25 hours that you work, they you get your work-life bonus, which is basically like our PTO. Because we're not employees, so we can't get PTO, but this is what they have set up for us here. So we get hours added to our work-life bonus bank, and then it also helps me qualify for a bonus at the end of the quarter. So there's incentives to hitting my 25. They don't you know, get at me or anything if I don't hit it, but there's benefits to me. And then me personally, I like my paycheck when I have 50 hours on it. At least 40, but 50 is very nice. So I like to hit it for myself, and then there's just all these other reasons. So this week I am at 25. I am a little nervous because I'm exactly at 25, and I like to overschedule myself just a little bit because things happen, kids cancel. Like I said, this afternoon session's already an iffy. So I try and overschedule myself because kids tend to cancel. So yeah. So I'm gonna go get dressed because this kid is 48 minutes away. I have to do this twice a week, bro. Yeah. I have a couple of clients that are just either understaffed or they are not staffed at all. And parents can only hear we're working on hiring for so long. So unfortunately, me and my bleeding heart always end up doing more direct and overextending myself, especially once the kid gets to a certain part where I have enough hours to justify it. Like, seeing your kid once a week for 2 hours or so is not something, depending on the kid, it's not something I'm trying to do. But if my hours have like stacked up in a certain way where it's like I can see him in a way that's feasible for both of us and is that behavior like just makes sense, then I'll do that. So that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go get dressed and then we're gonna head out. I am driving kind of all over today, and yeah, which is like, I try and make my schedule in a certain way since I have kids in like all different parts of Orlando and stuff, that I try and make it so like I'm in one area at a time, but some days it's just not feasible. So I try and do things that are just make the most sense if it's not feasible to literally be in the same area the whole time. But like, I try not to do things like, you know, if you live in Orlando, I try not to drive from Apopka to Kissimmee because that's ridiculous. But sometimes you do have to do Apopka and Avalon or whatever. So even that's ridiculous. I don't do that either. So I don't know why I said that. I wouldn't be doing that anyway. Oh my god, I'm already also dealing with bullshit so early in the morning from a parent, and I can't even tell you guys about it because I really don't want like a parent to ever come across my videos and feel like I'm talking down about them when I'm, you know, everybody else knows that like I'm just ranting about my job and it is what it is. But you know, if you stumble across something, you might not understand, you might not feel the same way. Anyway, okay, so I'm dealing with bullshit that I'm trying to figure out right now. So I need to call an RBT. I need to respond to a parent. It's so much right now. Hey. Okay, so what ended up happening? Okay, nothing on Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, but I mean like for Wednesday and Friday. I don't know how many hours you want. I'm just making sure you're okay. Just like double, when you drop them off and everything, just double check what she wants to do for the schedule this week. 9 to 12 for Monday and, well no, Wednesday and Friday. And then okay. So well, let me finish writing my note. Actually, I never drive off. Well, let me not say never. I've done it a couple times, but I typically do not drive off without finishing my note, because that's how you get them emails the next week talking about, oh, finish your note. No, I'll finish it right now. We already hit our first roadblock of the day, so it's 12 o'clock. I got here at 11. I was supposed to be here till 3. Public schools can be something else, I'm not gonna lie to you, but for the most part, like, they haven't been giving me any issue. So maybe I got too comfortable. Wow. I feel like photo booth quality used to be so much better in high school. But anyway, hello, editing Aaron, popping in because essentially I just cut out part of this clip because watching it back, I just feel like I revealed a little bit too much information about the school and the people. And again, I'm just trying to be careful because you never know who could watch my videos. And I don't want anyone to know potentially what client I'm talking about, potentially what school I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna cut it out. But I wanted to keep in the second part of the conversation where I talk about race and how I feel in this field. But essentially, I went to school. They did not allow me to stay as long as I wanted to, and they only allowed me to do a 60-minute observation. Even though typically, if I asked to stay longer, and explain to them why I want to stay longer because 60 minutes is not enough, they let me stay longer. She was not having it, and the tone of voice and the way that this person was acting with me, if you know, you know. You know? I feel like it was. But I also feel like that's the thing that I face very often in this job. Especially when people are emailing me. And I think my mom gave me a very, my name is Aaron. And then my last name is not a name that people hear of at all. So I feel like people just make their own assumptions, and they don't expect to see a 5'10" black girl with locks in the locks. Girl, I set myself up, but I don't care because I love it. But I just don't feel like people expect to see a 5'10" black girl with locks show up, and I feel like that's the issue every single time. And I feel like I always get this kind of, and it's not anything about the 60-minute the 60-minute thing. It's just about, I'm just talking about the way in general people tend to talk down to me. Like, she didn't even want to shake my hand and like properly introduce herself to me, which I thought was so rude. But you know what, child, like, it is what it is. People are gonna probably continue, especially if their first introduction to me is email or phone. They're going to continue to make assumptions about who they're going to see and whatever, and I truly don't care because I'm the shit. Like, I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm sorry, I'm 25 and I'm a clinical director. You really can't tell me nothing. I'm sorry. I have my master's degree at 21. I'm 25. I'm a clinical director at my company. And I'm running shit. So it's gonna continue to make people mad, and people are gonna continue to talk down to me. But it truly does not bother me at the end of the day anymore, because it's just like, you can't compete. So if it makes you feel good to try and talk down to me a little bit for whatever instance, then I hope that, you get the little ego boost that you need today. But who cares, girl? Anyway, so since my plans have been so greatly disrupted, I have literally no other client I could go see. Not a single one. And the only people I could see, they're in Kissimmee, and I've already said that. Like, I'm in Apopka right now. I'm not driving all the way to Kissimmee. That's just ridiculous. I just finished eating lunch. I was on the phone with a friend. But now I'm trying to fix my schedule and see who I can see tomorrow to get some of these hours back in. And then I'm trying to get some paperwork into a school and like talk to them and stuff. I feel like everybody's giving me a hard time. Everybody's giving me a hard time, honestly. I'm just conflicted. I'm very stuck. Because essentially the school doesn't want to let her in, my RBT in, except at these like very specific times, and it's just not gonna work. Like, she can't just go in for 2 hours and then come back at the end of the day for 2 hours. It's just wasteful, And it's a little irritating because these are also BCBAs at this school, so they know how this works. Like, you know how sessions work. I just got like another layer of stress. So one thing at a time. Let's make a to-do list because I'm getting a little stressed out. Okay, so we're gonna fill out this paperwork. Why am I using a pencil? Fill out paperwork. Upload to PandaDoc so I can get a signature. Okay, this pen is not working. Ah! Okay. Submit. Okay. This is why I hate gel pens. Cause it's like, why do y'all act like that and you're completely full too? Submit documents to the school. Email the new RBT. EJ. Yeah, I don't know. And then I have to do all this in an hour and a half. Maybe. Deep breath, deep breath. And I need to put those new programs in for the client I just saw. I gotta watch a video when I work.
Everybody, it's your girl Talitha. Welcome back to my channel.
bcba thing, but it's good morning, it's Tuesday, it's 8 a.m. I really want to cancel. I don't feel good. Like, I'm still getting over a cold, but because of the whole shenanigans yesterday and the fact that I only billed 1 hour, unfortunately I have to be a responsible adult and go to work anyway. So I'm gonna go to work. I'm scheduled to do a 9 to 12 direct shift. I should go anyway because I still have to let them know, like, basically my schedule is changing. So I should do that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I have 9 to 12 a direct session. And then I was talking to the bcaba that I work with, because she has a case in the same classroom that I'm oversight for, and I was asking if she was gonna be there so I could supervise and get some more hours, but she's not gonna be there today, but she told me I could just go work with him if I wanted to. So we'll see. I don't really know. I don't really know if I will go work with him, because when you're direct with a client, you know, you have to do your protocol modification and stuff. Also, anything that I say is the things that I've learned and the things that are in my experience. So if they're not exactly correct, I apologize. But you're supposed to do protocol modification, and that's not my case. Like, I'm oversight, but it's not my case. So I couldn't really do any protocol modification, and yeah, so I don't know. I don't feel like it. And plus it'd only be like 2 hours. I feel like I'm better off just kind of like figuring out something on Friday, because my Friday is open. So we'll see what I can make shake on Friday, and hopefully go supervise somebody there. But yeah, that's the move today. It's in a private school, so I'm not gonna have any of the same issues that I had yesterday, but I'll probably be home by 12. So yeah, and then I did this thing. I've been really trying to like set boundaries with work because I am getting like overwhelmed and I feel overworked. Probably because when I come home, like, it doesn't stop. Even I think yesterday I was like, okay, well, I'll probably, like, I think I'm done now. I think I'm done working or whatever. I think I was gonna stop. I continue to like be on the phone, be on Teams, text people for like another 2 hours. So it's just like, even when I'm home, I'm constantly working. So I set up a focus on my phone called Out of Office. So like nothing from parents or Teams Outlook is gonna come through anymore, which I think will help me a lot. It's like I'm still gonna see it, but at that point it's then me actively choosing to be a workaholic. And I can blame no one but myself. So yeah, and then come home. And like I said, I don't really think I have anything that I need to do administration wise, but I always say that, and then I come home and then there's a billion things for me to do. There's people texting me and emailing me and stuff, and I'm communicating with parents. So and again, I don't think that's part of like being a regular BCBA. I think that's because I'm clinical director and so many people come to me for things. So yes, let's head out. I'm gonna go do my little direct session. I'm gonna come home, and whatever we will have to do, we'll do from the bed. Like 20 minutes now, 15 minutes. That's a bit dramatic. Anyway, like a boy. It's 1:22. I'm on my way home now. I ended up staying longer with that kid. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to anyway. Like, I'm positive I wrote in my planner that I was supposed to be there till 1, because I'm supposed to do 4 hours a week with this kid. 9 to 12 is 3 hours. That's not 4. So when I realized that, hold on. What was I saying? So when I realized that, I just was like, okay, well, I'll stay till 1. Like I said, I'm positive I was already scheduled to do so. I think I forgot and I put 12 in my head. Ooh, I think my ear just popped. Anyway, so I'm gonna go home. My plan is to work out, because tomorrow I won't be able to get up and work out because I have an IEP meeting for one of my clients at 8 a.m. So I would like to still work out, but I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time. We shall see though. What's it called? I can't think. Yeah, and then I just have to, as always, I'm just going to be dealing with some client stuff. I'm in communication with the school because it seems like they're not allowing us as much time as we thought they would, which is fine. I just need them to like let me know what the schedule is going to be, because my RBT needs her hours. So if she can't be with the kid, you know, for the schedule she was supposed to, she's gonna lose hours. So I need to put her somewhere else for the remainder of the hours she can't do. And then I have another client where I'm gonna try and see if I can do, it's not a reconsideration of hours because he didn't get denied, but basically he needs more support than we initially thought. So I'm gonna see if I can request and increase my hours
specifically. We'll see though. I've never done that before.
I feel like this has been this week. Hold on. It's too bright. I feel like this week has been a test of my patience. We had the thing on Monday. I wasn't able to get to see any extra clients yesterday to account for the clients I already missed on Monday. Yesterday I get an email from the kid I'm supposed to be seeing today and the IEP meeting I'm supposed to be at in 6 minutes, which, let me not get ahead of myself. And basically something happened with the kid and I was like, okay, I know he's not gonna be in school. Like, he's gonna be gone for a while. Not for a while, but he's gonna be out of school for the rest of the week probably. I'm like, okay, well, let me still go to the IEP meeting. And then I'm looking and I can't find the link for the IEP meeting. So I email mom and I'm like, hey, I can't find the link for the IEP meeting. I only see the last one we had that got rescheduled back in August. If you could send me the link. She just emailed me and she was like, hey, it was canceled because he said he's having a manifestation meeting next week. I'm exhausted. I barely wanted to get out of bed this morning and it took everything in me. I had to reset my alarm for 7 o'clock so I could get up and be decent for this meeting. And yeah, I think this, I mean, like, I make jokes all the time and I've made jokes in my previous like week in the life of a BCBA that like cancellations are normal, but this week is excessive. This week has been excessive, to say the least. Like, and I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't want to try anymore because, yeah, it's Wednesday. Like, there's really nothing I can do. I mean, shit, if I dress fast enough, I could probably go to a kid this morning, but it's just like, I'm like tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm just tired. There's 3 potential kids I could see right now. One kid I don't want to see because I don't want to see just yet because we're trying to figure this whole thing out with the school, and I don't have all the pieces of the story. Like, I don't have all the pieces of the story. I talked to the school and then apparently there was an update. I don't have the update yet. I would like to go into the session already knowing the update so that it doesn't get twisted. Things don't get twisted. Like, there's just a lot of moving pieces. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's hard to explain these things without giving context about my clients. That's one. Another one I can go see for 3 hours, but I literally have to get up and get dressed right now because her session is at 8:30, and I don't like doing that to the RBTs. Like, I like them to have like a decent amount of notice that I'm coming to supervise, because that's what I was taught you're supposed to do. Like, you're never supposed to just pop up, for one. You're never supposed to do like a supervision and not tell them. Like, for instance, if you're in a clinic, you can't just supervise them over the camera and then tell them afterward that they were being supervised. Like, that's not how supervision works. So to me, telling somebody who's probably just about to leave their house, hey, this session that you're heading to is going to be supervised, is not me, and all my RBTs know that. I feel like she'd be understanding though. Like, I'd explain to her, like, girl, all my sessions have been getting canceled. But I don't like to do that to people. It is an option. I have to decide soon. And then the other thing is to go out and see that other kid in Kiss Me that I was talking about, that I was like, because the bcba ABA said she was going to be there today, but I don't want to go to Kiss Me, and she never told me what time she was going to be there, so I don't know what to do. And my afternoon session today, it's his birthday. It's my dad's birthday, I gotta call him. It's his birthday, so there's like a 50-50 chance he's going to school or not. Like, who knows, bro? Who knows? Okay, so she texted me back and she said that she was going to see him at 9. It's 8:30 now. She texted me at like 8:20. So I'm like rushing to get ready. I thought I'd have like a little bit more time than that. They're not super far from me. The school isn't. It's like 25-ish minutes, 30 with traffic, which it looks like it's been raining, so there might be traffic. So yeah, I'm gonna go supervise her for a little bit, and then she didn't tell me when her session is ending, so I'll find that out, I guess, when I get there. And then go to my 2 o'clock, so I'm trying to like pack lunch and everything too. So yeah, I didn't even finish my kombucha. I need to fill up my water, and oh my god, I haven't been taking my migraine pills. Oof, that's way too bright. Hello, it's 1:43. I'm about to shove this food in my mouth because I have a kid. I have 2. I'm sitting in his school parking lot. This thing is not even insulated because my food is cold. I would have been better off just leaving the food saying open in the car. But yeah, I was with the other kid. I did supervision till 1. Drove here. I'm trying to eat right now. And then I'll be with the next kid from 2 to 3:15. Then I'll go to the next kid from 3:30 to 5:30. And those are both direct sessions. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna swipe this down real quick. I don't feel like I don't feel like setting up my car mount because it's gonna be a quick clip. But it is currently 8:41 a.m. I am on my way to work. I'm wearing my scrub top again. I'm not playing. I really might just go down and get me some like 5 more of these and make this my official uniform, because first of all, it eats. It looks hella cute. I'm not gonna lie. And I just feel like it makes me look a little bit more professional versus walk around in my t-shirt and leggings. I'm still wearing leggings though. I'm sorry, I don't like slacks. They don't look good on me. I think that's personally a slim girl thing. And when I was at my last job, that's what we had to wear. Like those kind of pants. Hated it. And they couldn't be too tight. I'm just like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Anyway. So yeah, I'm about to go do a supervision session from 9 to 3, which is insanely long, I know. But I have to train the RBT on a new punishment protocol that we're using. And the last time, I came last week to train her on it, and I did like 12 to 3, and the kid did absolutely no aggression. So I could not show it to her. And, you know, I've talked to her about it. I wrote it up because anytime I do a punishment protocol, but this is my second time, but I write it up and I send it to the parents to get their signature, because obviously you have to get parent approval for stuff like that. But I write it up in the way it's going to be delivered and give it to get the parent signature, and then I send it to the RBT to talk about it. But I would feel better if the RBTs actually also see me do it. So it's like, it's not enough for them to read it and for us to talk about it. Like, I want them to see me do it in case they have any questions, anything like that. So she hasn't started it yet because I haven't been able to train it to her. So I said, let me come for a full session today, because the client's also a little bit more likely to engage in those kind of behaviors in the morning. Let me come for a full session, and hopefully, it's not like hopefully, I don't want her to do it, but I'll get to show her the thing. So that's my day today, pretty much. And then okay, I'm home. I don't remember what I was supposed to do. Like, I remember saying like, oh, I'll show you guys what admin stuff I'm gonna do when I get home. I don't remember what I was supposed to do, what I thought I was gonna do. Hold on, let's get my shoes off. This week has been like awful, to say the least. I don't remember if I even told you guys, but my afternoon session for yesterday, they didn't cancel, but like 10 minutes after I got there, Dad picked him up from the daycare. So I just left, and I didn't even bill for it wasn't 10, it was 15. I didn't even bill for the 15 minutes I was there because I was just like, it doesn't even feel right or worth it. But I think today's a week that I have to send in the weekly update. Let me check. So yeah, I don't remember what I thought I was going to do when I got home, like regarding like client stuff. I do have to do some stuff tomorrow, which I'm just gonna write down really quick so I don't forget. But for right now, I have to, this is a clinical director task, but I have to send in the regional update for Central Florida, which is go away origin for Central Florida. And then that's kind of it. I have such a headache. What else? I didn't end up doing the punishment protocol with my RBT today because I was talking to her, and it was like, I was just like, I just don't feel like there's a reason to really put in a punishment protocol. The teachers were telling me that this behavior was getting really bad, but then like I went back and I looked at the data, and I'm like, it's not supporting that. So it's like, I already have the parent approval and everything, but I'm just gonna hold back on it for now because, you know, punishment procedures are supposed to be like a last resort, and I don't feel like we're there yet. So yeah, but I ended up doing potty training with her because we haven't done that yet. So I'm gonna, I hurt so bad. I'm going to, this is not what I thought it was. I have such a headache, and I get brain fog when I get a migraine. And then on top of that, my fiance has a diffuser on with like a peppermint smell, and it's driving me crazy. But like, you don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be like, turn it off, because if it's doing something for him, that's good. I just need to go to a different side of the house. Anyway, so I'm gonna do this regional update where I basically just talk about if there's been any changes, class, what's it called, staffs that started, quit, are leaving, any intakes that are scheduled, any clients that are starting, any issues we're having with opening cases, any issues at all, like any of that stuff. So like the higher ups know what we need. I do feel like it's a little for me to fill out because I literally talk to someone in the office like almost every day at this point. Like me and her are like this, so she kind of always knows what's going on. But you know, in the corporate world, you just have to do busy work. So I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm gonna go lay in bed because the classroom I was in was just so loud and just chaotic today. It was just awful. So let's do this. Mentally clock out for the day. Let me mark this as checked off on my to-do list. I'm going to mentally clock out for the day, but technically I'm still able to get emails till 6 o'clock, so anything could happen. We'll see. Technically I'm done now. Wait, did I finish? Let me double check and make sure that my note is verified because Rethink likes to play with you. I have to pee really bad actually. Yes, I'm currently at 16.75 hours for the week, and I'm supposed to make 25, and it's Thursday. I'll be lucky if I crack 20 this week. I think I'm working 3 tomorrow, 5. So yeah, I'll barely crack 20. But that's life sometimes. That's the weeks. And like I said, I already gave up starting yesterday because it was just like I kept trying and nothing was happening. So that's what it is. Good morning. It is Friday. Yay. I'm running a little bit behind again. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know what's going on with me this week, but I was just thinking about it. I know where I messed up. I've been doing my makeup first instead of making breakfast and eating first, because you can't control how fast you can cook, but you can control how fast you put makeup on. Like that's something you can kind of, you know, whatever. And I've been doing my makeup first and not really thinking about the time, which always comes back to bite me in the butt. It's been biting me in the butt this whole week. So right now I'm just making my session. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to train a new RBT on a client, and then I'm gonna come home and do some stuff. I have to make the schedule today. I have to make a couple of materials for my afternoon direct session. And then yeah, and then I'm gonna go to my afternoon session, and then I'll be done for the day. It's really nice for my Fridays work out in a way where I have time in the middle of the day so that I can do like the schedule and stuff, because I make the schedule for all the RBTs in my region. I say all, but there's not a lot of us. We're not a big group. But I hate having to come home from work on a Friday and then do that, because it's just like, you just want to come home. So it's like beautiful. My Friday works out when I have time, like either in the morning or like in the middle of the day to do that. It's not hard and it doesn't take long, but it is annoying. I cracked 20 hours somehow. I managed to crack 20. The paycheck will probably still be ass. Last week was pretty fantastic. And I think last week, actually, I did 29 hours last week, and I'm about to do 21 hours this week. So I literally evened out into doing 25 for both weeks. Okay, cool. So I'm good. Wow, yeah. I got some good paychecks coming. That's like the one annoying thing about being a contractor, is like kind of having to whatever. So yeah, I just made my appointments here because it's easier to do it on the computer, and that way when I get there I can just go. Oh, also, so I'll talk about it when I get home actually, but I do have a couple of things to do today. Why do my eyes look sunken in, and why do I kind of not want to wear this side part? But the thing about it is, like, once I put my hair in the side part, it's like not middle part good anymore, because this side has like more bounce. I actually never wear my hair down in a middle part. Maybe I should do that today. Just try it out.
Oh, not me having food in my face. This is kind of like so unrelated. But I'm never doing this breakfast burrito thing again. I'm not gonna lie and say like it hasn't come completely in clutch this whole week, since I just like lost my mind and started doing my makeup first, which I never do. But today, like yesterday, I was like, it's not that good. Like I'm over it. But today, literally making my stomach turn. But I'm like, I have to eat something because I'm about to be with a client for 3 hours and I don't have time to stop and get food. So it's like I have to eat this because I don't want to get a migraine. But when I tell y'all my stomach is tossing and turning right now, like I do not want to eat this, and it no longer tastes good. It was real cute. It was real cute. Definitely real cute. A real good idea. I don't know if maybe I need to do something else, but and then also I think it's also because I started microwaving it because it was taking too long in the air fryer, and like the burrito was getting like crispy but the insides were still frozen. So I started microwaving it, and I feel like that's also like fucking with the texture a little bit. But yeah, I will not be doing this again, me personally.